After years and sacrificing so much money, you are telling them you don't want to be a lawyer? How? I'm Nigerian, so are you mad? You dey craze? Hello, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in, and today our video is going to be just a kind of story time stroke inspiring kind of video, just for people who are looking to switch careers in the new year, because you know, or switch careers in general. It doesn't have to be the new year, but everybody has plans in the new year. So if switching careers is one of the things you want to do, then keep watching. So my name is Dabs. I'm a certified trichologist. I've been a trichologist since 2017. Prior to that, I'm actually a lawyer by profession. I went to school, to university to study law, and then I did my master's in law at UT Austin. Ooh, Longhorns! So I did that, and I went to law school, and I got married right after all of that. Back-to-back schooling. I practiced in a law firm for about roughly a year plus. It was just so mundane to me, you know. So just a little backstory. While I was in college and university, I always was very creative. I've always been creative, even prior to that, even when I was a child. You know, when I mean creative, I mean like I love creating stuff. I love doing fun stuff. I like to organize events, you know, school dances. I was, you know, just always very creative. I had dolls that I would style their hair. I had a cousin who I unfortunately would force to style her hair. She might be watching this and she's like, yes, she used to force me. So it was, you know, me always being really creative with my hands. I love baking. I love, you know, all those type of things that most girls like. So but when I decided to go to school to study law, in my mind, it wasn't something that I would have chosen for myself, but it wasn't something I hated. I did pretty good at school, you know, with my grades and everything. So studying law was very, very easy for me. I would say easy in the sense of it wasn't mentally tasking, you know, because I actually wanted to be a pharmacist, and then some rough runnings with chemistry and physics just made me say, you know what, maybe I should just go on over to the arts department. So that's how I decided to study law. So studying law was something where my mom is a judge, so it was already kind of second nature, rung into our heads. You know, law is a noble profession, it's amazing. So I love the prestige of studying law, of going to law school, and it was just great in that sense. But when I started to practice law, it was like, what is this boring stuff about? You know, just a lot of case study, a lot of writing, a lot of reading, and it's like the same old time. And when you first start out in a law firm, you pretty much are the research person. Well, in the law firm I wasn't, so it was like a lot of things that are being told to you. So even when I would follow like the older counsel to court, it was like me just observing and watching, which is good, you know, that's what you are supposed to do when you first start out. But it was just so boring to me. So while I was doing that, I decided I'm going to start a blog. I'm just going to start a blog, and the blog will be about my hair. Because crazy part is I had started to have like really healthy hair from starting a healthy hair regimen after watching YouTube when I was bored out of my brain. So a lot of people will come up to me, even when I was in court, wherever I was, and be like, I love your hair is so pretty, blah blah blah. How is it? Is this your hair? Is this your hair? Is this your hair? So I decided I was just gonna do a blog called Ninja, which is Nigeria Hair Can Grow, and that hair blog blew up. Like, it was the thing that kept my sanity. I actually left the law firm and went to work in a government parastatal, which is like a government office, and I was in like the logistic department. You know, we looked at a lot of contracts and stuff like that, which is okay if that's your thing, right? But it wasn't my thing. So the thing that kept my sanity while I was in this parastatal, in this government work, was my blog. I was just, you know, using the downtime, because there's a lot of downtime. I hate downtime. If you know me personally, I don't really do downtime. I'm always up to something, always doing something. I don't really see anything wrong with it. After all, the Bible says, I don't mind, it's the devil's workshop. So that's what I used to tell myself, and sometimes I actually have to tell myself to slow down, because I'm literally always on the go. I always want to do something. I'm never the person that just wants to chill and just be like, I'm chilling. No, I'm like, as I'm chilling, I'm like, is there something I could be doing in this time of chilling? I was able to, you know, really build my audience because of this downtime, and a lot of people started to know what my blog was about. I was blogging like I think every day, and it just became really popular to where people now wanted me to do their hair. So next thing I find myself doing is I find myself opening up a salon with, it was supposed to be a beauty supply, but then I had like some area carved out to do hair. Next thing I know, I have a full-blown salon with like a staff strength of 6 or 5 people. And this is me without any formal hair training whatsoever, right? So as I was doing that, I just started seeing that I was more gravitated to the health of the hair and the scalp than to the style. Like, to me, styling was okay, you know, it's pretty, it's nice, but then I would just hate it to see like maybe a client who lost her whole hairline because she was wearing this amazing wig. Like, to me, it's like I would rather throw away that wig and spend all the money trying to grow the hairline. So I just started really gravitating to that aspect of hair care, and of course I did my research and came across Trichology, and I was like, that's it, I want to be a trichologist. That's what I want to be. And the crazy thing is, a lot of people hadn't heard of the word trichology. I hadn't heard of the word trichology till today. I still tell people I'm a trichologist, and they're like, what's a trichologist? You know, so it's very interesting how it's been a field that's been out since like the early 19s, right? But it's not as popular because, now let me tell you why it's not as popular. With like an esthetician or like a makeup artist, you can see before and afters quite quickly, and very, you know, very extreme, right? With a makeup artist, you see like the face with no makeup and the face with makeup just after like, you know, a session, right? And so with those type of areas, even with cosmetology, if you see somebody's hair was like, you know, a mess, hot mess, the next thing you know is all laid out, it's like, wow. So those before and afters are very, very striking, and they're easier to come by. So focus on those type of treatments, gathers more people, because it's like so exciting. I could just go in and come out and see the difference. But with Trichology, it's so much different. With Trichology, it's sessions after sessions, therapy after therapy. If you have traction alopecia, for example, it's not going to be a month that you see your hairline full again. You might have to use the whole year to treat the hairline, to do right by the hairline before you see your hair. So I'm seeing that a lot of people are not patient enough to stay the course, and the clients that have stayed the course with me are seeing the results, and I think that that's why I'm even getting more clientele from those results. I find that that's probably why Trichology is not as popular, but it's, to me, even more important than any aspect of cosmetology or hair care, because it's like, if you don't have healthy hair follicles, you don't have healthy hair. I don't care about any kind of styling that can cover that up. You know, you end up probably having to rely on wigs for the rest of your life, or doing a transplant, and it's just so extreme. But so I was really gravitating to that, so I was able to do some research and I was able to get a trichology certification done. You know, most of our certifications are with the American Association of Drugless Practitioners. So you become a member. After I did that, I realized that trichology without cosmetology is going to be a more tasking practice if I wanted to set up my practice, because I wanted to be more hands-on, right? And being more hands-on would mean I needed a cosmetology license. I just couldn't separate the two. There are trichologists who do that, and I find that, you know, if I'm telling you shampoo your hair a certain way, or apply a serum a certain way, and I can't really show it to you, I feel like I've done you a slight disservice, and I want to be able to show you how to do it. So with the cosmetology license that I did get, I'm able to not just tell a client this is what you need to do with your regimen, but I'm able to show them, and I'm able to teach them how to treat their hair. So it's more of a holistic experience for them when they come to me. It's not just, you know, coming and I go somewhere else to administer what I just told you. So let's go to the very, very important part, the part where I get a lot of questions, and is, how did your parents take it? How did they take that after years and sacrificing so much money? You are telling them you don't want to be a lawyer? How? I'm Nigerian, so are you mad? You they craze? Is that what they told me? Well, let me just say that I have amazing parents. My parents are amazing. My parents are amazing. Because I know some people, like, when I hear stories, I'm like, my parents are amazing. So when I moved to the States, I had already done the trichology certification prior to moving to the States, but because I always kept that government job, so it wasn't like I was fully invested in trichology like that. It was until I moved here that I was now fully invested in trichology and decided I was gonna do it. First thing my dad is like, so you moved to America, you're going to do the Texas bar, right? I'm like, man, daddy. Well, ooh, how do I put this? You know, it was just like, I just was like, I don't know if I wanted to do the Texas bar. Till tomorrow, I feel like maybe I should just do the Texas bar, just to make my daddy happy. But or just maybe if I need it sometime in the future. But I'm not in that mental state yet to do the Texas bar. Maybe if I wanted to do it later on, I will. But I was like, no, I don't want to do the Texas bar. When I decided to do the cosmetology license, I didn't tell anybody. I didn't even tell my husband. I just didn't want anybody in my ear, because my husband too was like, you know, get like a job, like a legal job or HR or whatever. Don't go trying to do hair. And I was like, you're not going to tell me what? No, I'm kidding. But I was just like, I didn't want anybody in my ear. I didn't want to be discouraged, because I felt like this pull towards trichology and towards making people, women, feel confident about their hair. Like, it's just, there's this feeling I have. It gives me so much joy and excitement when I get feedback about a service I've rendered, or about how someone's hair is doing better. Like, I feel like a superwoman doing hair, saving lives. But no, seriously, I feel so good. Like, I don't think I would ever get that emotion from working in a law firm or in an office job. Eventually, when I did sign up, I needed my mom's help because she was gonna be here for the summer and classes were starting in the summer. I had to tell her, so I did tell my mom, and she was like, oh, well, okay, I support you. My mom's always been supportive of all her kids, so she supported me. But she used to tease me, I'm not gonna lie. My mom will support you, but she would tease you, like tease you, just, you know, innocent jabs, nothing serious. But she was supportive of my decision, and honestly that decision was made with a lot of trepidation. I was so afraid of the outcome, not because I wasn't, you know, invested in the vision, but because it was so uncertain whether there was that demand. Like, I felt there was a demand, but I didn't feel like it was. I was like, what is the demand enough, you know? And now what I'm seeing is the demand is so much that the supply, which is me, which is other trichologists, are not enough. And that's what I'm going to introduce you guys to very soon. My plans to, you know, expand and push this trichology practice even beyond my shores of Sugarland, Texas. Okay, I wanted people to have a different experience from when they go to a regular hairstylist. Yes, I have a cosmetology license and all of that, but you're not coming to a regular hairstylist when you're coming to NHCG Trichology, period. And I wanted people to feel that when they came in here. So right from the way I approach their consultations to, you know, the tools that I use, the devices, everything is scientifically geared and holistically based. You wouldn't regularly go to a salon and ask to get done, you know. So that was really my focus, and that has been my focus. So I'm really excited about my future in trichology. So currently what we're doing at NHTG Trichology is we're looking for affiliate partners. If you recently became a trichologist, meaning you just started trichology, you just got the certification, or you're in the process of getting a certification and you're looking to set up your practice, we have a program for you. Okay, we have a program for you. When I started trichology, I literally was me waddling through everything by myself, looking at different therapies that I was going to offer my clients. Nobody taught me anything specific to the therapies that I offer now. You know, when you get your certification, they will teach you about the science of hair, about different hair conditions, myriad of hair conditions. They will teach you about, you know, the treatments like minoxidil and all those things, but they don't tell you about therapy. And I feel like therapy is where you see the results. You know, it's not the one-time fix it. No client is gonna come to you one time and get their problem fixed. Absolutely not. That is not what we do. That is not the magic we offer. You know, I don't think you could get that anywhere. But what we do is therapy. We are giving you hair therapy that is over time accumulating to produce healthier follicles, healthier hair, more hair growth. And so I don't really see therapy being taught or being pushed in that way. So I decided to do an affiliate partnership program where I'm able to train people on the therapies that we offer, and so that they too can, as they set up their own trichology practice, offer these therapies and help their clients over time, you know. So if you're interested, I'm not going to make this video super long. If you're interested in that program, please just fill the link below. You get a free webinar. I am so excited to bring this to you. And if you switched your careers recently, it doesn't have to be trichology, let me know in the comments. How was your family? How did people treat you? Has it lived up to your expectations? For me, I would say trichology has lived up to my expectations. I would say that financially we're getting there, you know, but I've been blown away with the demand. Like, my services are in demand. I am not looking for clients. Clients are looking for me, thankfully, and thank God, you know. But it's not a matter of me chasing anybody at this point. And I think that's a good spot to be, like when you're in demand, when your services are in demand. So if you want to join the trichology train and you want to be a trichologist, just let me know in the comments and we'll be in touch. So thank you so much for watching, and I wish you all the best of luck in your chosen career, whatever it is. Bye-bye.